A domestic violence clinic that serves 8 counties is closing today.
Springhaven, based in Elizabethtown, announced the closure only 2 weeks ago.
And officials say this is due to financial instability and inability to get enough resources to keep shelter and outreach programs.
The clinic opened 40 years ago. This morning, our Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Hayden Sorgenfry are live in E-Town ahead of closing day. Now, Clarice, what kind of services will people be losing?
Okay, people are losing that local shelter outreach services for victims provided by Springhaven, and they're also losing that community education that happens. And in the announcement made by the executive director Leslie Hall, she acknowledges that this leaves a significant gap in domestic violence services in this area, but local leaders are already talking about what's next. So Springhaven serves 8 counties in Kentucky. That includes Breckenridge, Grayson, Hardin, LaRue, Marion, Meade, Nelson, and Washington counties. And the clinic's largest funding source is from an organization called ZeroV. And according to the Hardin County Attorney, ZeroV has chosen to no longer fund the clinic as a program for the region. Here's the Hardin County Attorney Jenny Oldham in a government meeting last week.
But the funding isn't going away. So the funding that the legislature gives ZeroV still exists for services in these 8 counties. And I want to make sure everybody understands that.
And Oldham says she and other community leaders have met with ZeroV about a permanent solution. And ZeroV says it's working with Springhaven to ensure services continue and to minimize service disruptions. And we are still waiting to hear more news on what's next in services locally here. Service V is supposed to provide a transitional service plan that's coming tomorrow. Live in Elizabethtown, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.